Hello Blazers, it's your boy NFKRZ. How guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. Today's video, guys, I wanted to respond to my favorite YouTuber, that is Kavos. Now, you guys shouldn't expect this video to be some big expose, epic video or something like that. I'm not necessarily going to a full all-out war mode with Kavos. I mean, just some shots were fired on Instagram, and we had actually a talk in the DMs on Instagram. We discussed everything like reasonable adults, as much as it is possible between two spastic commentary channels anyway. And I thought it was kind of settled, but Kavos decided to respond to me in his recent video on YouTube on his new news show, because he's essentially turned his channel into a second drama alert after he had a falling out with Keemstar. So Kavos said a bunch of things about me, and if he thinks that this petty thing is interesting enough to take on YouTube, then I guess I should respond to it on YouTube as well. I mean, it makes sense. It's also the best revenue month right now, so we be getting that bread, you guys. We be getting that bread. Now I know what Kavos is probably going to say, that I'm trying to use his name to bring some views to my dead channel. I mean, he has a point, but also it's just that you're the first one who decided to talk about this on YouTube, so you can't really call me out. Anyway, long story short, I posted something about Kavos, just mentioned him slightly in one of my Instagram stories. I don't even know how he saw that. He doesn't even follow me on Instagram, so I guess he has his own epic news information team that follows me and scouts if I have anything to say about Kavos. I don't know, maybe that's how it works, because I don't watch Kavos, I don't follow him, so I wouldn't even know if he called me out, okay? Recently I was watching his video, or his interview with Durf, and he actually called me out in that and said my video was shit. I saw that only a year later after he did it, so I guess even though Kavos says I'm irrelevant, he still keeps an eye out on me. That's really interesting. So in the video called Deji Unleashes on KSI, parentheses, insane! Logan Paul Forest incident again, and Quadeca reaction to KSI RS. Some very trending stuff there, you guys. Not calling you out though, my last two videos were on traded shit. I'm just kind of trying to, cloud chase for this YouTube month, and then I'm gonna go back to my usual shit, because if my subscribers know, I don't really do this that often. But it's that time of the year when you gotta get bread, you feel me? Alright, let's see what Kavos said.
And finally, this is for me. This segment is just for me, but you can watch anyway. NFKRZ, you probably haven't heard of him, but he tried to roast you guys on his Insta story. Someone asked him, do you appreciate your fan base for what they are? Sure, I like that I've managed to create an audience that isn't full of trend-following 9-year-olds, like the Kavos fan base. P much. Lol. Can't have that, mate. You can talk about me, but you don't talk about my viewers, the fuckers. You don't do that, and they don't even know who you are. No one knows. I mean, bruh. That's the point, though. The only reason that the majority of the subscribers don't know me is because they're trend-following 9-year-olds. Anybody who's been watching commentary for a few good years now knows who I am. Even if they're not subscribing to me, if they don't watch me on a regular basis, they know who I am. This is like every time that I record a video on somebody and that person ends up commenting on my video, because it turns out they've been subscribed to me for like years. I'm an OG Kavos, okay? Being serious though, yeah, Kavos has a point, my channel's kinda dead, but like, that's the only thing he ever says about me, because he has no actual points towards me. Because even if he made videos critiquing me a year ago where, he just called me fat, my content has largely improved over the years, so he really has nothing to call me out now. It's just that we have this petty thing between each other, because the only reason why Kavos ever made a video on me is because, well, he was Keemstar's little bitch because when he started, and Keemstar essentially just issued him to make videos on people such as Wild Spartans, I'm Alex, and me, because Keemstar just liked those people and he wanted us to take us down. Actually, guys, know Colossal is crazy, right? He's on the Baited podcast with Keemstar, and he recently told me that Keemstar wants to have a chat with me. And I'm assuming that Keemstar probably wants me to become his friend, so that I make a video on Kavos or something. Keemstar had a falling out with Kavos recently because Kavos literally started his own drama alert. So I guess Keemstar was like, yeah, I can recruit NFKRZ to make a video on Kavos and I'll promote him and stuff like that, therefore fulfilling my own goals. But the problem is that I'm not a sellout bitch, and I really don't like Keemstar, so I'm not gonna talk to him and I'm not gonna help him because I just want some clout. The fuck is my demographic? It's not 9, you can see. And even if they were 9, I would appreciate every damn 9-year-old that watched my videos as much as the 65-year-olds who are watching my videos. So if you're 9 years old and you're subbed to NFKRZ, he clearly doesn't like you guys. I
mean, guys, this is real. I just made a stereotypical joke, like calling somebody a 9-year-old on the internet is just pointing out they're young. You should not take me saying that your subscribers are 9-year-olds literally. Like this man literally went on Instagram and DM'd me a picture of his analytics of the age of people that watch him, okay? Like, this is the level to which Kavos does not understand what irony is. I'm not saying your subscribers are literally 9-year-olds, I'm just saying they're young and they're gullible and that they only watch you because you make trending content, not for you, a
your personality or anything like that. And especially Kavos, you only prove my point that your channel, nobody watches your channel for your personality because you turn it into a news channel. There is none of your personality in your content whatsoever, dudes. There's none. You don't make anything original. And yes, I'm a commentary channel, but sometimes I do create something that's pretty original. Just check out the video I released recently, the Mia Khalifa parody. That shit is gold, and you cannot tell me otherwise. And he made a point that I don't like my 9-year-old viewers. No, I like 9-year-old viewers. That sounds so wrong. I just want you to not be gullible, not be sheep, and not follow everything that I say, okay? You can doubt my words and you can disagree with me. I like that, okay? I want to have a space where you guys can still disagree with me without going, unsubscribe, bro! Because that's the shit I hate about the internet. We need more discussion, we need more debate on YouTube.
Fuckers, you can't really comment on my fans or my fan base because I'm not asking them for money because my channel's dead. Your fan base is probably a similar demographic, if not more 9-year-olds, so we could say you're taking money from 9-year-olds. That is the tea.
Damn, son. So guys, I'm asking for money from 9-year-olds. That's the conclusion that Kavos has it. He's essentially implying that because I have a Patreon, I'm necessarily begging my subscribers for money. I don't think that's the case. He shows a screenshot here, which is me responding to a question saying, do you earn enough money from Patreon to be able to do YouTube full-time? Which I responded to saying, nah, especially with the fact that Patreon keeps declining people's payments, and every new month is like Thanos killing patrons. I lose over $100 in pledges each month, so it's getting worse and worse. Patreon generally sucks with payments. When December started, voiceover Peace went from like 10k to 6k per month overnight. It's ridiculous, I might make a video on it, I need to promote it more. Me pointing out that Patreon is flawed because people who actually want to donate to me always have issues with it because Patreon does not want to accept their credit cards and stuff like that. That's a real issue that people write me about and that I have to try to help them out with. They write to me on my Discord, and on my Patreon Discord we have a great community where we can discuss this stuff. That's me asking for money from 9-year-olds? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm trying to manipulate anybody. I'm not going Jake Paul levels of, you know, buy that merch, tell your mama she gotta donate to my Patreon. That's not the case. The extent to which I promote my Patreon is fairly low. I'd say I just post it in my description usually. I used to do this whole thing when my videos were getting demonetized and I would post my Patreon as well, you know, using that as a chance to promote it. I mean, it makes sense. I have a Patreon. It makes sense to promote it, doesn't it? Especially when I was having the most terrible months on YouTube, which was like 3 months ago, when I was literally getting like nothing because everything was getting monetized practically. And I don't know if Kavos is literally being serious here by saying that I exploit my 9-year-old fans. I mean, look, let's bring up my age demographic now. So let's compare it to Kavos's because it's gonna be an epic point, guys. I just looked at my YouTube analytics and I have actually a lower percentage of 13 to 17. We have about a similar, I have a bigger percentage actually from 18 to 24. I have 45, Kavos has 43, and I have a bigger percentage of 25 to 34, and I have bigger percentages for pretty much everything. It's generally pretty much the same shit, but looking at it from 13 to 17, you know, his audience is a little bit younger, but the thing is that we have to take this shit with a grain of salt because, let's be fair, every 12-year-old on YouTube, you know, says his age to be 18 anyway, so like most of those 18-year-olds are like 12 on my channel and Kavos' channel as well, let's be honest here. And I'm only bringing this up, by the way, because he brought it up. I wouldn't actually ever like flex my YouTube demographics in a literal debates. Like, I was literally doing a PewDiePie 9-year-old joke, Kavos. Can you realize this? So yeah, I don't really think me sometimes talking about my Patreon and posting about it is necessarily asking and begging for my money from 9-year-olds on my channel. I don't do live streams where I beg for donations every 5 seconds. I never really do live streams at all. He also said in the DMs that I have a more loyal fan base than him because I pander to my audience all the time. I don't actually know how I pander to my audience, guys. Maybe you guys in the comments can tell me, but I don't think I've ever pandered to my audience like once. And literally the only reason why I ever say that Kavos has no loyal fan base is because when you look at his like to dislike ratio, it's terrible. When you look at my usual like to dislike ratio on my videos, on videos that are not controversial, you know, why would you say something so controversial yet so brave? My dislike to like ratio is usually like 99 to 1 or 98 to 2, something like that. It's ridiculously good. When you look at Kavos's like to dislike ratio, it's always bad.
Alright, maybe not always, but most of the time.
Because the reason that he attracts kids that are fans, you know, know, both fans of the people he talks about and haters of the people that he talks about. And I'll give him that. It's good titling, it's smart marketing in a sense, because he's great at creating titles and thumbnails that people would want to click on, and he's great to, you know, creating trending videos that blow up. But that's the problem with only creating trending content, is that you end up with a fan base that only is there to look at trending shit. And Kavos realizes that, and even though he says that I'm wrong and that he does have a lower fan base, the fact that he turned his channel into a drama-lot copy, a news channel, that only more proves that everybody only watches him for the trending shit. When I make videos and stuff like Russia or whatever, yes, it doesn't get as much views as your video on KSI would get, but people who do watch that Russian content, they are far more invested in that shit if they watch, you know, some guy shit on KSI or something. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to talk and respond to Kavos. The only part that really annoyed me is the fact that he accused me of begging for money from 9-year-olds and getting money from 9-year-olds. That's the tea, sis.
That is the tea.
I don't think that's the tea. I think that's bullshit. But yeah, guys, I guess that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I said everything that I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching it. Make sure to smash the motherfucking like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.